The Devs get the ball to start here at the Vanilla Gymnasium on the campus of Burlington High School. Anthony Matos, Richard Thorne joining me here. It is the Sweet 16 matchup. The visiting Longmeadow Lancers take on the Burlington Red Devils. Richard, as Burlington is in their first possession here, what have we seen from Longmeadow?
I mean, Longmeadow, we've seen it. It's been live and die by the three. They shoot threes. They do not do much of anything else, especially in these past few months.
Longmeadow played number 3 Pope Francis in conference play twice. They lost by 24 and 19 in those 2 games. So the biggest task since Pope Francis is taking down this Burlington team, as both teams unsuccessful to score on their first possession here early. The USA theme from the student section to your left as Ben Polar gets things started here for the Devs. He drives, he kicks out to Gray. Gray, that's a contested 3. It's good! Matty Gray gets us started 3-0.
Absolutely fantastic shot over the defender to start this game off for the Red Devils.
Martinez finds Tyson Samuel. Up top, it's Jacob Millett. Millett, deep 3 off the back iron. It'll roll over to Matty Gray. Live and die by the 3. 2-3 attempts, both unsuccessful for Longmeadow.
Yeah, and both have been contested as well.
Inside, Leon! Counted in the foul! Leon Sakandi, who has taken the starting job from Justin Gray because he is versatile and a very physical player. We just saw it there with the N1.
A very nice backdoor cut there. Caught the defender lacking a little bit and got the and-one attempt.
Can't convert the and-one. Rebound goes over to Brody Harrington. Lancers will slow things down. Leon guarding the ball. This one goes over to Brody Harrington. Harrington, there's a handoff. Tyson Samuel. Samuel over to Harrington again. Harrington backdoor. This is Samuel inside, guarded by Leon. Samuel scoop lay. Won't go. Rebound is tipped over to Ellis. Ellis is doubled. Ellis is fouled as he was double teamed.
Yeah, a little slap on the wrist there by the defender, Samuel Tyson, and the ref called the foul, and it is Burlington ball once again. Shot clock reset.
5-0 your score. The Devs got on an insane run to start things last week on Friday against Holliston. They won 95-58 in the round of 32 matchup. Here's Leon backdoor again. The backdoor is wide open, Brady.
It is
Richard.
Yeah, it is wide open, catching the defender napping once again.
Harrington inside, too far for Samuels. It's Devil basketball. And an immediate sub here for Longmeadow. It'll be Jackson Pisano.
Samuel.
Same thing, just
this Devil team. He feeds it up to Ellis. Ellis finds Gray on the wing. Gray with a contested catch there. A foul is called on Brody Harrington. So 3 fouls already for Longmeadow. We're not even 3 minutes in.
Yeah, very physical. Really didn't see this in the matchups against Pope Francis, but maybe they have to get more physical with this Burlington team.
Way backdoor for Gray. He catches it in the corner and it resets things with Polar. Polar, isolation. Back to the corner. That's Ellis. That's a 3. Off the back iron. Rebound Polar. It'll be a foul on Polar for an over the back. That is Polar's first. And we're going to do things again with Longmeadow. Taking the ball up, Joseph Martinez for the Lancers. It'll be the same double the ball handler. There's a 3 from Alex Everson off the mark. It'll be Longmeadow ball.
In their 5 possessions so far, they've shot 3 threes and 2 layups.
Harrington to inbound. Guarded by Ellis on the block, gonna post up, and it will roll home off the back iron for Alex Sverison. 7-2 game. Longmeadow gets on the board. Just about 2:40 in. Here's Gray. Gray with the drive, back out Polar. Polar takes it to the corner, step back wing 3, off the back iron, and there's Sakandi with the rebound. Sakandi, post work, spin move, up, rolls out, offensive rebound, puts it back up, count it! Leon Sakandi! A crowd energizing and one with 2 offensive rebounds.
I don't know how he got the second one. 4 Longmeadow defenders around him, and he comes down there, puts it back, gets the and one. He is so far the X factor here in the first 3 minutes.
Sverrisson checks out. Longmeadow with 4 fouls, and we are just about at the 3-minute mark gone here in the first quarter. As Leon can't convert the and one for the second time. He has another offensive rebound. He takes it back in, almost another and one, and he's going to go back to the line. Or correction, it was an offensive foul for a charge. That's his first foul. A little too physical. The refs are probably going to take note of it now.
I would definitely say so.
Joseph Martinez facilitating for the Lancers. He's guarded by Leon. He'll get it over to Noah Morin. Morin back up top, Martinez. Martinez finding Pisano. Pisano has his pivot, resets things. Martinez again. Martinez spinning. Leon getting physical in the lane. There's a floater good from Joseph Martinez.
This is what they were doing against Pope Francis. Three's not working. They switched to purely inside the paint.
Goes back out to Ellis on the left wing. Ellis finds Gray. Gray back to Shannon. Pump and drive. Shannon. Polar. Gray. Thought about it. Drives. Gray. Inside. Shannon. And that is devil ball. A little tip there from Brody Harrington.
Yeah, another backdoor cut. Third one of the game, possibly, but just got a hand on it by the Longmeadow defender.
Ellis finding Polar. Resetting things in the corner. Shannon on the wing. Finds Ellis on the other wing. Back to Polar. Charlie Polar, left-handed drive. Polar, physical, up and in. Counted and one for Charlie Polar. Another and one for this Devil team. The third of the quarter.
They are drawing contact like I haven't seen from this team, especially on Friday against Holliston. They were purely shooting threes and draining them against Holliston. This time they switched it up. They're getting more physical into the paint and drawing 3 and 1s in the first 4 minutes.
3 and 1s, none of them converted into 3 points. Really interesting here. The free throws have not been falling for the Devs. This one goes to Harrington. Harrington picks up his dribble, hands it off to Joseph Martinez. Martinez resets things. They'll find Millett in the corner, and we have a timeout for a sub here. There is a spot on the floor that needs wiping, is what the ref sees here. And Justin Gray will enter the game for Leon Sakandi. Yeah, there is a wet spot. Or correction, there was blood on the floor. Leon is bleeding from his arm. He took a slash. And that is what needs to be done. And both coaches will use this time to have a mini timeout here as we get the blood cleaned up from center court. Richard, it's 11-4, 3:47 to go in this first quarter. Longmeadow needs to do something consistently. Nothing's been consistent in these first 5 minutes.
Yeah, the first 3 possessions, they purely were shooting the 3, contested 3s at that, not the shots that you want to be taking. They took them, missed them, and then after that, it's almost been purely into the paint. You need a mix. You cannot just purely go from one extreme to the other. That you throw off the defense maybe 1 or 2 possessions, but that is not a long-term solution, especially in the MIAA tournament.
And now Principal Mark Sullivan's going to finish up the wiping here towards center court. It will be, man, it is everywhere this blood is, wherever Leon was. It is a scavenger hunt for blood on the court right now. So it could have been because of those offensive rebounds earlier in the quarter. But it is a packed to the brim Vanilla Gym here. Lots of Burlington fans. I see a couple Longmeadow families. Longmeadow is a bit of a drive here to Burlington. But let's throw it back to the Holliston game. There was a set plan defensively, and it worked like a charm.
Yeah, the set plan, double the ball carrier. Holliston did not have a primary ball carrier all season. Burlington identified that, exploited that weakness there, and really ran away from it from the start. 12-0 run to begin the game, up, I believe, 15 to end the first quarter or something around those lines, and then end the game winning by almost 40.
Almost 40. It was a 37-point win in the first round of the tournament. That's usually something you see out of a 1 versus a 32, but for a 6 versus a 27, it makes a little bit more sense, but that was some game as we are, I think, just about wrapped up. We have Kelly Melville, the trainer, here now, trying to make sure all the blood is gone. This has taken some time.
So Easter egg hunt before Easter.
Seems like we're set to go. To be Longmeadow ball, as the starting lineup for Burlington has given their jerseys to the student section, and the front row of the student section has the away jerseys for the Devils. Inbounding will be Jackson Pisano, and it goes to Brody Harrington. Harrington all alone on the drive, the kick out. This is Millett for 3 off the back iron. Rebound goes to Cole Shannon. Cole Shannon getting hacked at by Noah Morin. I mean, just hack and hack.
Yeah, you could say that. He was tugging on the jersey, tugging on his arm. I get you're going for the ball, but you already have 5 fouls in the quarter, and you're already in the bonus.
Already in the bonus. We still have 4 minutes to play, and it'll be a Devil inbound. They thought it'd be free throws. The next one will be free throws. And it'll be Cole Shannon slowing things down a lot slower of a pace than what we saw against Holliston. The Devs going to run a lot of set plays here. Here's Shannon inside for Ellis. Ellis thought about it. Ellis back out Shannon. Shannon drives. Little reverse lay won't go. Ellis on the back end for the offensive rebound. Back out to Polar. He's going to lose it. And there is a whistle blown. I think he was out of bounds. Holliston had a one-on-one, or correction, Longmeadow had a one-on-one the other way. It will be Devil basketball with Ellis to inbound. Now the referee is going to discuss things here. It'll be Polar to inbound. The Devs have a fresh shot clock. Polar sets things with Shannon in the backcourt. Shannon being guarded by Millett. Fakes the handoff. Shannon's going to drive with the left hand at the low block. Shannon up top, Ellis. Ellis is going to drive the left-hand kick out. That's a Shannon 3 from the corner. Rolls in and out. Juicy rebound goes to Justin Gray. Justin Gray finds Ellis. Ellis thought about it. Takes the screen. Goes over to Matty Gray. Matty Gray with the drive. He's double-teamed. Wanted a foul. Didn't get it. The other way goes Millett. Jacob Millett going to slow things down from the top of the key. They'll find Joseph Martinez. Martinez gets a fake screen there. Ball is loose. It's on the ground. Longmeadow's got it. Martinez resets things. Back up top for Harrington. Harrington, that's a deep 3, and that's good! Jackson Pisano knocks down the first 3 for Longmeadow, and it's 7-11.
Yeah, first 3 finally goes down for Longmeadow, and could this be a string of made 3s for them?
Ellis, top of the key, in and out again. Second straight shot that didn't fall, but it was 3/4 of the way through. Joseph Martinez now. He'll give it over to Noah Morin. Morin gets a screen. Morin going to drive with the right hand on Polar. Morin off the bank, won't go. Polar the rebound, off to the races, 4-on-5. Finds Gray, left wing 3, good! For Matty Gray, his second 3 of the game.
I mean, without Leon Sakandi, Matty Gray takes over this team once again with a second 3.
Inside Morin, he'll get fouled by Shannon. And Longmeadow making some subs here. Out goes Harrington and Millett. Going to be an inbounds play for Martinez. Leon checks back in. He's all bandaged up after taking a scratch. Justin Gray will exit. It'll be an inbound for Joseph Martinez and the Lancers. And Gray here by the sideline. He stepped out. It'll be Devil basketball a little too far in front of Finn Hoffman.
Yeah, the play design was a bit unconventional. Passed out to the corner, just lost his footing a little bit, stepped on the line.
Ellis now to reset things for the Devils. Fakes the handoff, finds Leon on the wing. Leon to Polar. Polar has a wide open lane, fakes it, steps back for a three. Won't go. Leon, another offensive rebound. Back out again. Gray thought about it. Gray gonna hand it off to Polar. Polar left-handed baseline drive goes for Charlie Polar.
The ball movement working once again against a 2-3 zone of Longmeadow, just like it worked against Holliston.
That one's tipped in the lane off Shannon, and it goes off of Jesse Rosemond. It'll be Burlington ball to potentially go up 2 digits here.
Yeah, already up 9. I mean, right now, this Burlington Red Devils offense is on fire.
Ellis, Shannon, up top. Polar thought about it. Polar drive with 3 Lancers in the paint. Why not? The Demon Slayer, Charlie Polar. It's 18-7. They down double the ball handler again. Cross court pass over by us, a little too far. It'll be Burlington ball. It almost hit Robert right in the dome, but we are okay. Our equipment is okay. It'll be Ellis to Shannon, right across half court. They'll give it to Ellis again. Little off-ball screen action. They'll give it back to Shannon. It'll be Phil Connors calling plays here. They'll give it to Gray. Gray in isolation with Morin. Gray feeds Ellis on the wing. Ellis thought about it. Finds Shannon. He's wide open from the wing. And he hits. You got to hit your open ones, and Cole Shannon is open all the time. 21-7. That's a deep 3 for Pisano. Won't go. It'll trickle out. No. Shannon. Ellis. It was tipped. Polar. This is good if it goes. It does! Charlie Polar with the Energizer. 24-7 after 1. We're going to step aside after that. That was a work of art. Anthony Matos, Richard Thorne will be back in a flash. Don't go anywhere. I've always wanted one of those. I've always wanted one of those.
Buzzer beater, yeah.
I've always wanted one of those.
Yeah.
I had one, it was a girls' game, but they were down 4 when they made it. So like, this is good if it goes. Yeah, it did. They lose.
Wow. That was a 3, right?
Yeah. He was like at half court. It was the Curry 3, basically. Oh. Curry way downtown. Yeah, that one. Oh, what a shot from Curry. Wow. Rob, we good? We weren't muted? Oh, we're fine. We didn't say anything, right? No. Yeah. We're back for the second quarter. Anthony Matos, Richard Thorne, Charlie Polar basically blasting the roof off this place with that buzzer beater 3. That was a work of art.
I mean, I couldn't believe they set up a play in that amount of time. What was it, 5 seconds?
4 seconds. And it almost didn't happen because the pass was tipped originally.
Yeah, it lands right in his hands, puts a 3 up from way downtown, and splashes it to go up 17 at the end of the first. I mean, this is just a repeat of the Holliston game so far.
Reminder, we are playing a basketball game. Don't be fooled by the score after 1. Last time these two teams met was 3 years ago. Same spot, Sweet 16. Devs came out but with only a 1-point win. The Devs would go on to the Final 4 and lose to Norwood in overtime. This is Tyson Samuel Tyson. Too much. Off to the races, Shannon. He is lightning quick. Cole Shannon to the wing. Polar already had 1 Energizer. It goes back to Gray. This is a corner. No. Thought about it. Ellis wide open. Kick out. That's a 3. It goes! Liam Fitzgerald off the bench, the 7th man of this Burlington team, and they're shooting the lights out here. Another 3 for Longmeadow. That won't go. Fitzgerald can't grab the rebound. Offensive rebound goes for Jacob Millett. Or Joseph Millett.
Like I was gonna
Jacob Millett.
Like I was going to say, Burlington showing Longmeadow how to shoot the 3 ball.
Here's Shannon resetting things. Lots of off-ball plays you will see tonight with the 2-3 zone that Longmeadow runs. Here's a kick out. That's Polar. That's a 3. Bullseye! Charlie Polar is untouchable from downtown. That is his 4th 3 of the game.
Unbelievable.
Inside, this is Redmond, too much. Here's Polar again, the hot hand inside. Gray with the leg, won't go. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Samuel Tyson, left-hand drive to the corner. This is Millett for three, off the mark. Offensive rebound, put back up. Foul called on Ellis, and Connors does not like that one.
That, I mean, I do think there was a little slap there. Didn't hear anything. Obviously, coach is not happy about it, but you're up 21 right now. I mean, it's been going good so far.
Brody Harrington at the line for the Lancers. He knocks down the first one. Seems like the starters will check back in for Longmeadow. And Coach Connors calling out the defense. It'll be a 2-2-1 on the other end for Longmeadow. He lives in the film room, and we saw that against Holliston, Richard. He called out, I think, 4 out-of-bounds plays perfectly.
Yes, he did. I mean, literally, I mean, even the overall game plan in general for the defensive scheme to double the ball handler, watching film to make sure that they didn't have a primary ball handler. I mean, he lives in the film room.
Millett drives on Shannon. He says no. Cole Shannon, and it's Devs basketball. The shortest man on the court blocked him. I think he's 5'8", and he just blocked you. Gray back out, Polar, baseline drive, back out to Gray. Gray, Shannon, back out, Polar, line out, another one. Off the mark, rebound, Longmeadow. Martinez, settling things, guarded by Fitzgerald. Martinez, Gray, with the steal, he can get up there, Gray, fouled. And maybe a dirty foul, there's a lot of groaning from the stands. It'll be a foul on Brody Harrington.
I believe I did see a hold on the shoulder going up on Longmeadow. That may be why
the last thing you would want is to get posterized, especially at the high school level. As that one falls for Gray. It is a 21-point game, 5:45 to go. As Leon Sakandi is in a new jersey. He is wearing number 30 now. As this one's out of bounds, it'll be Longmeadow ball. His elbow got hacked at. He seems to be fine. I think he had blood all over himself. But Leon changes from 23 to 30. No one on the roster has 30 right now. It'll be a foul on Fitzgerald. And Coach Connors not as heated as he would be if this was a closer game, especially Fitzgerald being a junior. And Fitzgerald in the passing lanes. This one goes to Samuel Tyson, who goes back out for Martinez. Martinez facilitating, guarded by Polar. They give it back to Tyson. Tyson, deep three from the wing, off the mark. Ellis the rebound, here come the Devs. It's Polar. Polar has speed, little hop step, and away we go. Another foul. That one looked like all ball, but we'll take it. I didn't see a thing.
His arm was going across the shooter's arms. It may have been all ball. It kind of looked like all ball, but I don't know.
That is Tyson's third foul, and we're not even at halftime. He is definitely going to go to the bench. That he will. Coming in for him is Jesse Rosemans. Sakandi and Gray stay on the bench for the Devs.
Especially with Tyson being one of Longmeadow's main ball handlers taking up the court, that may hurt them a little bit in their half-court set.
That one's off. Gray grabs the rebound. It's Shannon. Shannon's going to drive the left-hand, right-handed scoop goes for Cole Shannon. And we have a timeout. Phil Connors, he likes what he sees. It's a 24-point game, 5:18 to go. Just trying to get his guys fresh. There hasn't been a stoppage in a minute. And that's probably to get Leon on the court, and I believe that's what it was for, to get Leon on the court right now.
Yeah, I believe Leon was still bleeding through his bandage on his left elbow. That is also why he had to change his jersey. There was probably blood on his jersey.
Blood everywhere. I mean, it must have been a pretty deep gash, to say the least.
Yeah. I do not know. I did see Alex Severson also on the sideline while they were cleaning up the blood on the court. So maybe he had
some type of injury.
Yeah, some type of injury during an altercation with Sakandi. But the world may never know.
We'll have to get that checked out post-game, or halftime. Halftime for you all. 5:18 to go in the first half. Devs up 24, 34 to 10. It'll be Jackson Pisono to inbound. Another Phil Connors type defensive masterclass. But we are in the first half. Anything can happen in high school. Sakandi checks back in. He goes to number 30, the backup jersey. He got blood on his original 23. There's a scoop play. It'll be a goaltend. Enter the game for a highlight almost. And that's a pretty obvious goaltend, but he got up there.
He did get up there. Yeah, the ball was
at its apex.
At its apex, so it is a goaltend, but I mean, you got to respect the hops.
Back to the 3-2 zone for Longmeadow. Way on the backdoor cut. That goes right near Sean Hart's. Goes out of bounds. So it'll be a lot of cutting. That seems like how you beat this 3-2 zone.
You got to catch him napping. You're catching them on the wing. They don't see you in their peripheral vision. They're staring at the ball. You cut right behind them, wide open on the block.
This one is out for Redmond. Redmond almost losing it. Correction, that is Jaden Anjo. Resets things. Martinez thought about it. Goes to Harrington. Harrington finding Pisono. Pisono double team. Pisono. Ellis in the passing lanes. Here is Ellis. He'll take the free two as it fishbowls around. These devs are right in your face defensively, and they can do it because they're physical and they're quick. Backdoor cut. Gray is right behind him, and it doesn't go. Offensive rebound. Put back foul. Jaden Anjo will go to the line.
Well, like you were saying about the Red Devils defense, they're physical, they're quick, they can be more physical because they are quick, and it has shown in the first two games of this bracket, especially with Halston, the 37-point win, and in this game with a 24-point lead 4 minutes into the second quarter. There's 12 minutes into this game. Longmeadow has also been very physical, but a little too physical, especially in the first quarter, having 5 fouls halfway through.
Anoje at the line. He missed his first one. Gray will get a breather. Liam Fitzgerald enters. So we'll see which Devil steps up. Anoje goes 0 for 2. Shannon will wait. He'll find Ellis. Finds Shannon. Shannon back to Ellis. That's a wing 3 off the mark. And a great rebound there from Pisono. Here's Martinez. Gives it over to Pisono again. That's another 3. Back iron. Ellis clamps down the rebound. Finds Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. Shannon thought about it. Driving. He's quadruple team. Fitzgerald. He's open on the wing off the corner of the rim. And the rebound goes to Pisono. He's fouled on the transition. And he took a shot towards the face area. And Gray checks right back in. Ellis will come out.
But going right back to Longmeadow's last possession, they love shooting threes very early in the shot clock. It's unconventional. They love very quick pace, put up a ton of shots. Eventually they go in. That's how they've been winning their games throughout the year.
Martinez running point here. Sakandi guarding ball. Fitzgerald in the passing lanes. It gets tipped out to Millett. Millett, it gets tipped out. It'll be double ball. Goes off the face of Harrington. And Harrington not liking that one. Trying to get an explanation from the referee. Finds Gray, who comes right back in after about 30 seconds on the bench. Gray, Polar, Goes back to Gray. Gray will drive a left hand. Wide open man. Goes back to Gray. Gray, Shannon inside. Shannon back to the corner. That's a 3 on the way. In and out. Sakandi fell over. Longmeadow rebound. That's a 3 on the way from Harrington. In and out. Rebound and an offensive rebound for Jacob Millett. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, Longmeadow has, we talked about earlier in this game, really on the first possession, that they live and die by the 3. It has shown here, and they're drowning right now. It has been a rough day from beyond the arc so far.
Millett knocks down the first one. It is 36-13. 2:52 to go here in the half. Second one goes. He goes 2 for 2. And it'll be Cole Shannon taking the ball up for the Defs. Guarded closely by Jaden Anoje. He'll find Gray on the wing. Finds Polar, who has 4 threes, all in that first quarter. Back to Polar. Why not another one? That one goes. Charlie Polar, another 3. He's got 15 on 5 threes.
I mean, they're just leaving them wide open with this passing attack of the Red Devils. Just finding open looks, exploiting the 2-3 zone once again.
Millett picks up his dribble. He gets it right back. He'll take a wing 3 off the back iron. Shannon clamps down on the rebound. Shannon double team, now single team. Now they ease off. They'll find Gray in the passing lane. Martinez goes out of bounds. It'll be Devil basketball. Shannon a little indecisive on that cross-court pass, but they will still keep the ball across half court here.
A little bit slow, more risky than he originally thought because of the Longmeadow defender hawking down the lanes.
Here's Polar, physical drive, kick out. Fitzgerald from the left corner, that's an air ball. And the rebound goes to Pisono. Goes back to Millett. Millett thought about it, resets to the wing. Jacob Millett will fake the handoff. Leon's in the passing lane, they'll give it to Pisono. Pisono gonna dribble around 2 Devils. Polar and Fitzgerald are there. Pisono picks it up, he has his pivot foot. They'll reset things with Martinez. Joseph Martinez finding Brody Harrington. Inside Martinez, fouled. It'll be a travel on Martinez.
It's been a very rough stretch offensively for Longmeadow. They cannot get anything going from the arc, from the mid-range, from the paint. They've been getting absolutely no open looks.
It's Shannon to facilitate here. 39-14, screen from Gray. Gray was open, back out Polar, the hot hand, another one! 6 first half threes for Charlie Polar. It is 42-14. This one is getting ugly. Noah Morin, inside, fading off the front iron. Gray the rebound. Gray, Polar, that's a little deep. It goes back to Gray. Gray, step back, Polar, thought about it. Polar guarded by Morin very tightly. Polar driving, right hand, back out, Shannon, thought about it. Shannon gets in the passing lane, here comes Longmeadow. It's Redmond inside, blocked by, they're gonna call a foul on Gray. A little iffy there. I think that's Gray's 3rd. That is Gray's 2nd. So Longmeadow back to the free throw line.
They're both getting off bounds there on the foul. Jesse Rodman drew the contact, got the call, and we'll see how he does in these 2 attempts.
Rosman's first one goes. It is 42-15 here. 34.7 to go. Shot clock turned off. And Longmeadow is in the bonus. As Shannon checks in down low, Gray will be out beyond half court here.
They will be trying to get as quickly into the half court as possible to have a full possession.
Rosemond off the front iron. Longmeadow on the ground for the rebound, and timeout Longmeadow as they get an extra possession here down 27 with 32 seconds left in the half.
Also, that was a very smart timeout by Longmeadow. Keep possession. Do not allow them to get a jump ball because that would be going Burlington's way.
Burlington did have the possession arrow, and not to put a cover on this book so early, it is a 27-point game going into halftime. We set it to start the Holliston games half. We thought it was over. It was pretty much over. But in Phil Connor's eyes, no lead is too safe.
Especially in high school basketball, high school and college especially, no lead is safe. You can all of a sudden go cold whenever. You never know when you're going to, just start going cold and the other team starts getting hot. And you cannot let your foot off the gas, even if you are near a 30, a 40-point lead, even in the third quarter. You cannot let your foot off the gas because you never know what can happen in the future.
Brody Harrington will inbound. Gray gets a break. It's Boragasso and Fitzgerald out there for the Devs and the rest of the starters. This one's up top for Harrington. Wide open three for Pasono. Rolls in and out. Physical rebound there by Longmeadow. They'll get another possession here. Falls over. It'll be handled by Polar. And they are going to hold for last shot. It's in the hands of Charlie Polar.
This will have to be a very quick play here.
10 seconds to go. Polar face guarded. Polar driving. Polar thought about it. Polar, Boragasso. Boragasso, Leon. Leon, pump fake. Back out. Didn't get it off in time. It's off the back iron anyway. We are at halftime at the Vanilla. Anthony Matos, Richard Thorne here for the Sweet 16 matchup. 42-15 your final. Halftime thoughts here, Richard.
It's been a really dominant showing for Burlington once again, just like against Holliston. They are lights out from three-point range. Charlie Polar, 6 first half threes. I thought he was going to go for a heat check there at on the final possession.
A little too tightly guarded.
Yeah, I do agree. They did try to call an ISO for him there, just unfortunately couldn't get the look that he wanted.
And the Mentos, Richard Thorne right here on BCAT YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Halftime is about to end in just about 9.5 minutes. Don't go anywhere here on BCAT YouTube. Be right back. right, ladies and gentlemen, back here at the Vanilla Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Burlington High School. 42-15 after one half of action. Here at the Vanilla Gymnasium, I'm joined by Richard Thorne Jr. Richard, it's almost like we have the same game as the round of 32.
It is eerily similar, I will say. Lights out from three-point range for the Red Devils, ice cold for Longmeadow.
Leon checks back in. He has number 30 on. He got blood on his other jersey. He has a gash on that elbow as Gray will get fouled. And that has been a common theme here for Longmeadow. Lots of fouls in that first half.
Yeah, 6 fouls in the first quarter. They did clean it up quite a bit in the second quarter, only having 3, but already getting 15 seconds into the second half is a little concerning, I will have to say, but I don't think they'll be very...
There is Gray, top of the key, in and out, and the rebound goes to Longmeadow. Samuel Tyson checks back in. He had 3 fouls in that first quarter, and he gets us started with the scoring. It's down to a 25-point game. Here's Polar. 6 threes in that first half. He wants a 2 now. Rolls out, grabs no rebound. The putback, he's fouled.
A very nice offensive rebound by Polar, putting it back up. Almost 90 degrees away from the rim. I mean, really drew the contact on the second shot and gets free throws this time to extend the lead.
First one goes for Polar, his first non-3 way of getting a point this game. He has 19, 18 of them on threes as that one goes. Now he has 20. Here, he has almost half of Burlington's points, and they are back to sort of a half-court press here. Samuel Tyson, guarded by Polar, 10 on 10 here. Goes back to Pasono. Pasono, that's a deep wing 3, and it's nothing but air. And the rebound goes right back to Millett, who misses. And another rebound chance, and a foul called on Shannon. That was all ball, let's say. That, I didn't see anything. Again.
Might have been all ball. Again, very iffy, but I mean, it's such a big gap at the beginning of the third. It's kind of like any low contact at the rim, you call it, kind of.
Samuel Tyson misses the first one. He is still scoreless in this one. And he finally has a point. He has been ice cold for Longmeadow, along with 3 fouls. Here's Shannon. He goes back to Gray in the corner. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Burlington ball still. 6:48 to go here in the third. Inbounding will be Shannon. Goes in the backcourt to Gray, and Gray will facilitate. Gray to Shannon. Shannon, Sakandi, top of the key. Sakandi driving, and a blocking foul on Brody Harrington.
Second foul in the first minute and a half, or third foul in the first minute and a half. I expect that some Longmeadow starters will be getting into foul trouble very soon, especially after the foul-heavy first half that they had.
It'll be Jesse Rosemond coming in for Brody Harrington as Leon makes the first one. Second one on the way, will roll out. Rebound goes to Noah Morin. And it'll go to Samuel Tyson, who has entered the game in a hard foul. Sakandi gets ran over by Jacob Millett, and Millett trying to act like he didn't do anything.
Maybe getting a little chippy here in the third quarter, especially with Sakandi already having the little scuffle in the first half.
Here's Ellis. Thought about a pass. He'll feed all the way to the corner for Shannon. Shannon's going to drive in. Right-handed scoop play. Won't go. And Tyson the rebound and off to the races for Longmeadow. Tyson leaves it off. That's Millett for 3. Bullseye. 45-21 here. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Shannon takes it across half court, feeds it to the wing. Goes back to Shannon. Thought about it. Gets a screen back to Polar at midcourt. Polar being guarded by Roseman. It goes to Shannon. Polar thought about it. Polar drive, scoop play off the board and out. They go to Millett again. Millett jump stop double teamed for Tyson. Tyson open for 3 and he knocks it down. And timeouts. Phil Connors, and he is not happy. This lead is down to 21 now.
You cannot let them get on a run, especially with a team who is exclusively shooting threes. Both of them back-to-back, way off the three-point line. And both swishes right through the net. One by Millett and one by Tyson. You can't let them get hot. Just like the NBA, you halt their momentum almost immediately. Cannot let them go on a run because that is what ruins results, what ruins basketball games.
So it'll be Devil basketball right under the Longmeadow hoop. Longmeadow trying to salvage this game here. 11 seed. They played number 3 Pope Francis in conference play twice. Lost by 24 and 19 in those 2 games. So those are the really big 2 losses. This one goes down to Gray. Gray back out Shannon. Shannon, Polar thought about it. Polar double team now single team. It's still in that 3-2 zone for Longmeadow. Gray, Ellis thought about it. Back to Gray. Gray, jab step, drive. Sakandi in the corner, open for 3. Goes for Leon Sakandi. You don't think of him as a three-point shooter. He's more of that wing lockdown defender. He knocked that one down.
Yeah, he did, and he
goes out of bounds. Tyson couldn't handle it. It's Devil ball, and the momentum is shifting. It was a tad bit on the Lancer side.
Yes, it indeed was. It'll be just I'll say very costly turnover this late in the game, especially with this deficit.
Ellis, ball handling, up top, Polar. Polar's got it, Roseman defending. Goes to Gray. Matty Gray, guarded closely by Morin. Gray, right-handed scoop goes, too easy for Matty Gray. 24-50. Here's Millett. Millett fakes the handoff. Millett, backdoor cut. That's Tyson, guarded by Polar. Tyson, counted and the foul. As Polar fell over. That is Polar's second. And Tyson will go forward to complete the and one. He's got 6 points, all in this third quarter.
Be a second trip to the line. First trip, 1 for 2. See if he can convert the and one here to cut it to 13 or 23.
And he does. Shannon holds, back to Ellis. Ellis holding. Has his dribble, hands it off to Shannon. Shannon all the way around to Gray. Here's Gray. One-on-one with Pasono. Matty Gray to the corner for Polar. Polar driving in. Everyone crashes down. He knocks it down. They'll take the free 2. Just under the halfway mark. 52-27. Goes to Pasono. Pasono dribbling. Pasono going right in. Left-handed scoop. Leon rises and blocks. Here's Polar down to Gray. Gray, Ellis. Ellis lost it. Longmeadow's got it. Poked away by Leon. And now Gray's got it. Finds Ellis, back to Gray. Was open. Driving. Shannon. That was right near us. Out of bounds. It will be Burlington ball here. Right by us here at our broadcast table. Sub coming in. It'll be Sam Newton for Jackson Pasono. It'll be Ellis to inbound. Ellis, that one gets tipped, and it will be Longmeadow getting possession here. Samuel Tyson. Tyson settles for a 3 mid-range from the elbow, and Shannon's got the rebound. Shannon finds Poehler. Here's Poehler. Up top, Ellis. Ellis will drive. Finds Poehler. That's a corner 3, and it's an air ball. Sam Newton the rebound. Noah Morin to take it across half court. Morin almost lost it, gets his dribble back. He'll find Newton again. To Millett. Millett, that's a contested 3. It rolls in. Jacob Millett, another 3. It's down to 22, the lead.
A sidestep 3 from the wing over a contested defender. I love it.
Inside, Shannon gets met at the apex. Shannon back out. Ellis, that's an open 3. And it's off. Leon the rebound and the putback and a foul. He'll go to line for 2. So Leon gets 2 more. This is his 4th trip to the free throw line. And that is Morin's first foul.
When you're a physical player like Sakandi, especially in the paint, you're going to get a lot of foul opportunities. And really, unfortunately, he hasn't really been able to convert them from the stripe today.
Another miss from the free throw line for Leon. He misses the second one again. The big lead, it shouldn't hurt them too much, but they would have been nice to go. Millett hands it right back off to Newton, goes back to Millett. Millett thought about it, he'll step back. That's another contested top of the key 3, rolls in and out. Leon can't grab the rebound, it'll go off of Samuel Tyson. It'll be Devil basketball.
Yeah, Longmeadow feeding the hot hand of Millett. He tried another sidestep 3, this time from the top of the key. I really didn't like the look of how he was covered.
Gray, coast to coast, won't go. Leon, another rebound, no foul. Gray grabs the rebound. He'll give it right to Millett. Jacob Millett, coast to coast, fading away off the bank. Won't go. Offensive rebound, Lancers. To the corner, Tyson thought about it, and he'll be fouled by Gray. And very livid, Coach Connors. It has been pretty inconsistent officiating. I think it's fair to say. It's been off and on.
I agree. I think that foul specifically was very touchy. I don't think he was really blocking him there. I'm going to be honest. I don't think he was really blocking him from moving forward.
Fitzgerald checks in for Gray, who has 3 fouls. Goes to Tyson, who gets a screen. Immediately Ellis switches on to him. Tyson going up. That one would have been wacky if it went, and we have an over-the-back foul on Noah Morin. And I think it'll be free throws. Devs are in the bonus. That one will put them in the bonus. Correction. Never mind. They are in the bonus. It'll be free throws coming for Shannon. 1:32 to go here.
Has been a very, very physical ball game for Longmeadow specifically. Now 2 quarters, the first quarter and third quarter now, with Burlington being allowed to be in the bonus. This time a little later with about 1:30. The first quarter with around 3 minutes to go. I didn't really see them as a very physical, foul-heavy team, but it has shown tonight that they definitely can be.
Second one went. It is 53-30. It'll be Millett with the ball here on the wing. Millett will hold. He's guarded by Fitzgerald. Millett spinning, getting low. It'll be another foul. This one on Fitzgerald. All right, that is Fitzgerald's 3rd off the bench. Burlington's 4th. 1:15 to go here in the 3rd. This one up top for Millett. Millett, step back from the wing, air ball. Ellis the rebound. I think he's getting a little too heavy with these threes, lack of a better term.
I think they're getting very ambitious here with these side steps, step back threes. They need to go back to fundamentals and moving the basketball around.
This one inside for Leon. He's quadruple teamed, and we have a turnover. It'll be a travel on Leon. Longmeadow to inbound here, as coming back into the game is Jaden Anoje, and Millet will get a breather. This is Tyson, guarded in the backcourt by Polar. Samuel Tyson, guarded by Fitzgerald. Tyson dribbling, getting inside, fading away, rolling home. Shot clock, it's about a 1 second difference. They can take last shot if they choose, but Shannon guarded very closely by Rosemont. It goes to Polar. It's a decimal difference between shot and game clock. It's Polar. Isolation at the top with Samuel Tyson. Charlie Polar waiting. Polar with 10. Polar at the wing. Drives in, double teamed, and has his pocket picked. And he tries to get a steal on the other end. This is Anoje going up. It'll roll in to end the quarter. 53-34 after 3. It's down to 19. It's going to be a very big hole to dig out of for Longmeadow, but it's playoff basketball. Anything can happen. Anthony Mantos, Richard Thorne back here on BCAT YouTube in just a few moments. Back at it, quarter number 4, fourth and final quarter. Here at the Village Gymnasium, Anthony Mantos, Richard Thorne, 53-34 game. Devs lead by 19. Longmeadow, this is probably the closest it's been in the half, as there's a foul called on Leon. 19-point game, Richard. That third quarter, Longmeadow sort of kind of figured it out in the offensive end, if you will.
I do think it was a productive quarter for Longmeadow.
Step back 3, another air ball. It'll be Longmeadow ball. Airballing is Jaden Anoje.
I do think it was a productive quarter. They closed the gap. That's what they need to do, but they didn't get the gap closed to what they wanted to. I do think they're getting still too ambitious with the 3 ball.
This is Tyson. It'll be off him and out of bounds. Tyson doesn't like that one. It'll be the Devils' first possession here. Gray back in the game. It's the starters for the Devs. And a couple bench folk for Longmeadow. They are full court pressing. They need baskets and quick. Hence the full court press. Gray's wide open. He's a shooter. He knocks it down. Matty Gray back on the scoreboard. And if he starts to heat up, this one's basically wrapped up.
As safe to say, I mean, the leader and one of the captains on this team.
It'll be a kicked ball. It'll stay with Longmeadow.
One of the captains of this team, and when he gets hot, and even when he's not hot, the next man up mentality for this Red Devils team. Polar with 22 today. He's really stepped up. Sadonsky with 10 and Matty Gray with 12 right now.
Tyson, step back. Another air ball. Off to the races. Gray too far. They wanted a slam that would have got this crowd erupting, but Shannon a little too far.
They really had the opportunity there to really put the exclamation point on this game, put it back up over 20, just unable to connect there.
Tyson goes back for Pasono for 3. He knocks it down, and it's back to 19. Shannon, Ellis gonna wait, have to get it over in 4 seconds. Ellis, Shannon, Sakandi to the corner. Gray, open three, knocks it down for Matty Gray. I don't know what Longmeadow's doing leaving him open like that.
They need to pressure the ball carrier to try to get turnovers, but
spinning inside, Tyson won't go. This one's up to Polar. Polar, Euro, losing it. It goes towards us. Shannon keeps it in. He finds Gray for three off the front iron. And it's a loose rebound. Leon's got it. Leon, put back. Will go with the hook shot. Timeouts? I think no. He wanted a timeout. He didn't get it. Harrington finds Samuel. Samuel, guarded by Polar on the wing. Up top for Harrington again. Leon in his face, gets the switch onto Ellis. Harrington backdoor for Tyson, that won't go. And now it'll be Ellis. Slowing the pace here. 61-37 game. Ellis doubled, finds Shannon. Shannon thought about it, takes it right back to the wing. Shannon hesitates, back out Polar. Polar, Ellis thought about it. Ellis slows things down, 10 to shoot. Ellis gonna drive left hand, little Euro step. Goes out of bounds. It will be Longmeadow ball. The refs are gonna discuss it here. It'll be Longmeadow ball here. Or Burlington ball. And there was 6 to shoot on the shot clock. It is a fresh shot clock for now. And it will be Matty Gray to inbounds. They're going to get the shot clock figured out, I'm sure. There was 6 seconds on that shot clock.
I think they're going to have to reset that.
They're going to leave it at 35. There was 6 or 8 seconds of the shot clock.
Yeah, there we go.
6 seconds of the shot clock. There it is. So a quick play here to get a shot off, up 24. 5 minutes, 11 to go here.
Really enough time for a pass out to 3, backdoor cut kind of.
Oh, Polar's open from the wing, and he knocks it down. I mean, it is just like clockwork with Polar right from Gray. And the Lancers just lost in the sauce.
They, even in a zone, you're supposed to be connected. Even on inbound, you're especially supposed to be connected, and they just were not there.
Inside is Morin. He's going to fade away. Leon got a hand on it. And now here's Leon. Coast to coast. And he'll give it right to it. It'll be a charge. Offensive foul on Leon. He just ran over Brody Harrington. They're going to call an offensive foul. And timeout. Phil Connors definitely. He's going to get the bench squad in. And the crowd not liking that call. Leon will go to the bench.
That will be his second charge of the game. He got called on the other end in the first half, called this end in the second half. I think this second one, yeah, I think definitely it was a charge. He got his feet set, and there were also a lot of blocking fouls here today. Especially on the baseline, especially. A lot of fouls called here today. Burlington, even with the fouls called, have been very, very disciplined. Have not allowed Longmeadow to get into the bonus at all in this game. Longmeadow, on the other hand, have been undisciplined, allowed Burlington to get into the bonus 2 times. First quarter didn't result in any field goals, but the third quarter did allow Burlington to shoot 2 sets of free throws in that third period. But It will be Longmeadow inbounding.
The bench squad is in. This one is just about wrapped up. The Devs have their JV team in. Longmeadow still pushing through with their starters. Here is Samuel Tyson with an and one. That one goes the second the bench squad comes in. They go right at Brian Tagia. 64-39 here. And this will make it 64-40 if the basket goes. In and out. And an offensive rebound goes for Brody Arrington. 64-41. That one's thrown out of bounds by Fitzgerald. And immediately Phil Connors says, come back in here. This game's not over.
I was going to say, if Longmeadow goes on a short little run with 2 baskets back to back, they're going to put the stars back in. You do not want them to have even the slightest chance of coming back into this game.
So the starters are right back in this game. And there's a steal from Leon. He can fly if he can. He gets hacked at by Samuel Tyson. They're going to call a travel on Leon. And he just gets out of there immediately because he has sort of a temper. And he is talking with the other ref. That is something, Richard.
That was definitely not a travel in my eyes.
Morin going right up. He'll miss. Grab his own rebound. He's double teamed. They'll bid it back out for Finn Hoffman. And another offensive rebound for Harrington goes. 64-43. Here's Polar. He gets grabbed by his shoulder and then some. And these are some pretty hard fouls from the Lancers.
Yeah, they very chippy. Very, very chippy in the second half. Grabbing shoulders, grabbing jerseys. I think they're just frustrated. They thought they were better than this. And they didn't like that the backups were being put in with 4 minutes left in the fourth.
Ellis doubled, finds Polar. Polar's going to drive with the left hand. Polar back out Gray. He's deep on the wing. Gray resets things. Gray doubled, now single teams. It'll be Shannon finding Sakandi at the elbow, and the whistle blows. Well, a foul. 6 seconds to shoot for the Devs.
And Noah Morin thought it was a foul on Burlington, thought Longmeadow was going to get the inbound there.
And now the refs will discuss things here. It is Burlington ball with 6 to shoot. Let's see if the same thing happens now. Ellis up top, Shannon. Shannon driving, back out Gray. He's open from the wing. It's off the iron, and the rebound goes to Millett. Millett has to hurry. He's down 21. Millett, that's a deep 3, and it will roll out. Gray trying to control the rebound. It goes off of Harrington. Devil basketball.
Yeah, Millett, so far this game has taken 4 step-back threes. Way off the three-point line, just very
Shannon to Polar. He's open, almost goes. Gray walks in and puts it back. Samuel Tyson goes to Millett. That's a deep 3 from Harrington. Rolls in and out. Shannon the rebound. Shannon, Gray, he's deep. That's a 3 on the way. Off the mark. Tyson again to run things. 23-point game. Tyson, deep contested 3, won't go. It's shot chucking time. There's another shot blocked by Gray. And Connor says to float things down. Gray, Polar, thought about it, wanted it. Up top, Gray. Gray, slow, Leon. Leon inside, Shannon. Shannon off the bank and out. Physical rebound here. Polar can't control it. Finds Tyson. Bench squad coming back in for the moment. Here's Tyson, blocked by Ellis. Here goes Leon. It's Gray, or Shannon off the bank and in. And Leon is pretty vocal over there. 68-43 bench squad in for the Devs. Officially in a 25-point game with under 2 minutes, I think it's pretty safe to say the starters are done.
I do think it's pretty safe to say they just run out the clock on offense a little bit, take it down to around even 20, 15, and they should be fine to close this one out pretty comfortably. Back to Leon Sadansky. Sakandi. He's gone through a lot tonight.
He's had a heck of a game. He has had
a heck of a game. 12 points, 4 offensive boards. He's got cut on the elbow earlier in this game. Had the cleanup in the first quarter and had been getting called on all night.
Inside with the bucket is Joey Kanyicki. So 70-40 to the bench squad, already making an impact here off that inbounds play. And now Kanyicki will guard the ball handler here for Longmeadow. This is Jaden and Noje putting up a scoop play, won't go, tipped, and Kanokie has the rebound. This one goes to Casey Shannon. Boragasso controls it, finds Fitzgerald for 3, and that's off the back iron. Tagia trying to tip the rebound. It'll be Longmeadow ball with 1:18 to go.
This is just garbage time, pretty much. Just run your guys and save your starters for the Elite Eight.
Tyson has it. The bench is blocking my view here. Longmeadow just trying to get any sort of shot. Intercepted by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald slows things down. The bench wants him to shoot up top for Tagia. Tagia will hold it. He gets guarded by Anoje. Tagia will lose it. And the other way goes Morin. He will just lay it up and in. As the clock keeps rolling here, 25-point game. Casey Shannon, full court press here for Longmeadow. It goes to Tagia, to the corner. There's a 3 on the way from Kenyake, won't go. We are under 30 seconds. Longmeadow's season ends here. The Dev season rolls on. That 3 is off the mark. An offensive rebound here for the Lancers as a foul is called. The Devs will face Masconomet. Time, location. Well, it will be at Masconomet. The final round of higher seed gets home court advantage as the Final Four and the championship are on neutral sites. But Masconomet has a very tough task ahead of them. This Burlington team is dangerous.
You can say that, Anthony. They have been lights out from 3 to start both of these tournament games, and they're one of the hottest teams to start off the game in the tournament, and it's been tough to slow them down early. Really haven't seen a full game from them, of course, with the bench guys getting in at the back half of this game and even earlier in the Holliston game. But it will be a very, very fun matchup for the Red Devils.
It is most likely going to be on Saturday at Masconomet. Burlington travels very well. Masconomet, the 3 seed in this tournament, as Morin makes the second one. It is a 24-point game with 18.4 to go. Longmeadow just playing this one to the buzzer. It is their last game. Longmeadow drops their 5th game of the year. And Kanyike will hold this one out. The Devs will win as Longmeadow continues to play defense here. And Longmeadow, Leon has to be held back. And Longmeadow playing right to the buzzer, Richard. Not to shoot the mother down, but I wouldn't be too happy with this loss either. Just outplayed in every aspect.
Yeah, outplayed in every aspect indeed. The 3-point shooting was far and away the biggest discrepancy. Burlington really lights out in the first half. Third quarter kind of slowed down a little bit, but for Longmeadow, they were frigid, ice cold in the first half. Did pick up a little bit in the third period. In the fourth quarter, really cooled off again, and really just subjecting their way to Longmeadow for this 24-point win.
Stay tuned, everyone. We will have Coach Phil Connors and our BCAT player of the game coming up in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Postgame with me next in a flash. Coach, heck of a game today, beating this tough Longmeadow team. What was really the game plan coming into it?
So we kind of changed our game plan from the last time where we knew we could pressure them full court, run and jump them, force them into turnovers. Watching them on film, I thought they were a little more skilled, and we might create opportunities if we send our double. And I thought we could just stay solid, and if our switching was intact, they run a lot of sets. They're really reliant on their sets to get guys open, and they're reliant on you making a mistake. If our switching was intact, I didn't think they could score, and they couldn't. I mean, our first half was a thing of beauty. It was as good a basketball as you could play. The defensive intensity, just the effort, the focus, it was the way we've been playing, since it's been do or die time, has been special.
Big games from everyone today, mostly Leon Sakandi, especially on the offensive rebounding end. How key has he been today, and as well as the Holliston game?
He's as key as they get. He's, in my opinion, when he's locked in and focused and doing the right things, he's one of the best defenders in the state. Loose balls, rebounds, steals, all that stuff. He's just an absolute warrior as far as what he can do on the court. And when he's at his best, he is hard to score on, and it's fun to watch him play. He just makes so many plays. Just got to keep him under control.
Masconomet next at Masconomet. What happens from now till that game for this team?
So you never want to look ahead, but I looked ahead. I did a ton of. We have our scouting plan. I have the game plan in the locker room. We'll give it to them right now. Quick turnaround. We got a day. So. Tomorrow it'll just be a walkthrough. We have a bunch. I've gotten to see them live the past two games. Very, very, very good. Top team in the state, regardless of division. Can do it all. They got size. They got speed. They got a great guard. They defend. It'll be an absolute defensive war. I would be my guess both ways. We're both great defensive teams. Little small bandbox gym. But they are very, very good. It's not going to be like these two were, that's for sure. We got to go. We can't. I hated our third quarter. I hated our focus. You can't afford a quarter like that as this tournament goes on. So I think we played the score a little. Kai's kind of hunting the crowd or whatever, but that's not winning basketball, and we can't do what we did in the third. But I thought in the fourth, when I sent them back in, they did a great job. Charlie played great. Maddie played great. Leon was great. Ryan was everywhere. I just feel terrible for Justin. He's hurt, and it doesn't look good for him. And as good a kid as there is, and he's got to sit there and watch it. And that was my biggest thing to the kids in the halftime. Imagine how he feels, right? And then he's watching you not make a switch, not talk, not go to the floor. He would do anything to be that guy. So I feel awful for him. He's as good a kid as possible. Cole was awesome. They're a great group of kids, and it's fun to. I said, there's a healthy fear of you mess up, you lose. The season ends. This all ends. Use that healthy fear as the driver to do everything right.
Thank you, Coach. Great talking to you. Good luck on Masco.
Thank you.
All right, Anthony Mintos here with our BCAT player of the game, Leon Sakandi. Leon, talking with Coach, he had some very high praise for you. What did you do mentally to prepare for this game for your role?
So mentally, I knew they couldn't withstand my defense. Like I said before, my defense I feel like is the best in the state. So when I see someone like number one or any of their players hesitant, you see that look in their face that they're scared when I'm in front of them. So I just knew I was like, I'm gonna go in this game and just do what I do. And I was just prepared. I just knew we knew the game plan straight up. We knew the practice straight up. I was like, we know this, so this ain't new to me.
You took almost a 360-degree turn after you got gashed on your elbow.
Yeah.
What changed in your mindset?
After that, I was like, man, my elbow's bleeding. The kid's teeth are out. I'm like, okay, they're obviously gonna ice me. I gotta get out the game. I know my teammates can come and play. So I was like, you know what, we're set. I could just be on the bench, hyping my teammates up. It was all chill. So mentally, I was like, I just gotta get tougher. Nothing's gonna change. I'm gonna still play the same way, just with something wrong with my elbow. So I was straight. Everything was good.
You got your teammates behind you. You have the
I got my
facilitator, Cole Shannon.
I got my teammates with me. All the support I could get. Like I said, my whole life is consistent. You know what I mean? I just gotta be the same. You know what I mean? I got my teammates with me, all the support with me, the kids with me. Burlington, we're a whole family. You know what I mean? Hey!
One more thing, Leon. You got Masconomet next. How are you gonna ride this momentum going into that game? Very tough task.
So with our coach, he has the game plan. He's probably gonna look at it right now. He probably already knows what to do.
He looked at it yesterday.
Yes. Yep.
He looked ahead.
In fact, maybe last week even. So we already know what we're probably do. Tomorrow practice, back at it. We knew we were gonna beat this team. Masco, we're coming for y'all, man. If they're not ready, then it's gonna be belt.
Thank you, Leon. We have the entirety of the team here. Anthony Manto signing off. Yeah! Don't want to miss it. Bye for now.